You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Run.
Yo, fuck with your boy Angryfan 007, man. Shout out to the whole AF motherfucking M. We back. We are back in the building, man. Fuck with us tonight.
Word, man. What's good out there, man? Tony, bro. ASM, what the fuck is good? Caps. What up, man?
What up, Tony, bro, man? It's been a long time, man. You missed a lot of shit. A lot of shit going on in battle rap. This shit out here, boy.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of shit going on, man. Yo, shout out to everybody for the hitting me up and everything like that. Those who know what's going on and everything like that. You know what I mean? I think I really want to give a shout out to everybody, man, especially you, Caps and shit. You know what I mean? Putting it out there for everybody, shit like that. My father passed and shit, so I had to kind of get right with that. But shout out to everybody who hit me up on Twitter, on Facebook, everybody in the groups, all the battlers and shit, league owners. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool, man. That type of support, man, that was definitely dope. So, and you know, AARP Pops and God bless my fam and all that. So, yeah. But I'm back, man. We back at it, man.
Oh, man, the niggas been coming out my neck at so many different things. I see now, we already broke the AARP card down. I'm pretty sure we did. I know we did, because when it came out, we was on air. But we got to go over the AARP card. I see everybody saying that in the comments. I seen Rome DMV and Hitman Holla and Verb going back and forth. I kind of want to add a little bit of input, because I see now somewhat of what's going on why the battlers feel the way they feel about certain shit. I think I realize now what the fuck is going on. So I'm going to speak on that a little bit. And I'm trying to think what else is going on out there. Oh, the battles, obviously. Go ahead.
It's like I don't know. I was going in and out of, like, you know, checking on shit here and there just to clear my head a little bit. And every time I log on, it's just some random shit happening. Everybody's in like 3 groups. Like what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. And the shit is just confusing. Every time I click on the shit, it's like more and more awkward news. Like, what? I caught a few battles though. I definitely caught a few battles, but shit is a little bit weird right now. It's like funny, right? It's in a weird place. I don't know if it has anything to do with battles necessarily though. Like hear me out though. I don't think it has anything to do with actual battles going on, but the atmosphere. I don't know. Maybe look. I haven't been around in a while, but what I'm hearing and what people are telling me, the shit is just a little awkward right now. I don't know.
About what?
Maybe we. It's just like you got people. The group thing, right? You got people joining groups left and right. I don't get that. Like I didn't get that at the time, but now at this point, it's just starting to get weird. It's like is this college? Are we treating the groups like college? Like you get known, you get famous as a battler, and then you just join a group. If that's the new normal, then cool. But that shit is a little bit weird to me.
You know why I don't like the group shit, to be real true, too? I'm going to tell you another reason why I don't like it. All right. Yeah. Niggas are saying that when you join a group, you know what I'm saying, they can help the group out because you're bringing your talent, your skill to the actual group, which makes them stronger. And you're probably going to get more publicity because you're, like, say, all right, Mac Mel and Groovy just joined the Goonies. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, that's going to help them. Well, I don't know about Goo. I still think he was doing his own thing. That's going to help Mac Mel, though. You see what I'm saying? Whatever he brings to him, that's cool. But my thing about it is, all right, so if niggas is joining groups, what happens to the niggas who's not in the group? Who's not in the group? Like, are they now going to miss out on the battle because this person joined the group and you was able to get them to, like, I don't understand how this shit works.
I mean, who are they going to battle? At some point, it's like, who are you really going to battle? Like, it's really gotten to that point now where I feel like a lot, especially the new guys, what drives me crazy is when they haven't battled yet. But I guess with Glue Easy, it's like, he battled Twerk. Are we running to see Glue Easy battle Jack Boy? You know what I'm saying? Are we running to go see him battle Ryder? I don't think necessarily. But who knows, right? Like, you don't know. In a couple years, maybe that's a marquee matchup. But maybe they wasn't going to battle before. But my only thing is, let us know that shit up front. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was the case that people had never actually battled or something like that, because they always come out on cam and they say, well, nah, we've been kicking it from a long time ago, and that's my man, and I would never battle him. But before, in an interview with Caps, he was just saying, like, if you ain't down with so-and-so, then fuck you. We riding out. So what is it? Like, everybody needs to just come clean now with who they not going to battle. Don't wait till a nigga join the group and you like, oh, well, I wasn't going to battle him anyway and shit. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know what to do with that as a fan. Plus, if I'm a battler, why would I want to join a group and potentially take away, like, I'm taking bread away from myself, I think, like, in a lot of cases, right? Like, you can't see certain matches.
But some niggas is saying that if you join the group, all right, like Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock is the hottest nigga out right now. So you join Cave Gang. Like niggas trying to use YK for an example right now. Like, YK was getting regular battles, but now that he's Cave Gang, he's on Born Legacies and shit like that. So they're trying to say it helped YK. You see what I'm saying? Like I think it's going to, like, for instance, PG. A lot of niggas didn't give a fuck about PG. Not PG, PC. But he joined NWS, and for a day or two, it mattered. That might help him, nigga. I don't see how else. I don't see how else. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like how you said for like a day or two.
So,
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like how you said that shit, Caps.
Or I'm saying, niggas did. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out why I don't like you join a group, then one nigga gonna leave the group to go to the next group. I think it's all kind of goofy, if you ask me. But that's what's going on right now with the groups and shit. I know there's gonna be more. I know there's gonna be more. It's just not gonna be a last thing. And the thing about it is there is no stopping growing the group. You know what I'm saying? So who the fuck knows what's getting ready to happen, man? You might turn around and Goonies have 20 members next year. I don't know if this is what niggas need to be doing. So now you're gonna be missing out on certain battles. You're going to.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're in a group, though, maybe at least you held to a certain standard. I'm thinking about all the people that's in a group, you know, and especially if you're in a younger group, you want to bring your best material, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that just keeps you more focused that you running with this collective of people. So you start looking crazy, a whole group might run the risk of looking crazy. Maybe the only groups immune to that is like Team Hami and Dot Mob, where it's like they kind of an institution in battle rap. But at the end of the day, I think if you get critiqued, people are still going to bring up the fact that you with this group. You know what I mean? Like, that always comes into play. So, I don't know. I'm trying to find a potential silver lining to this shit, but I can't. I can't. So, and besides that, I think the last time I was around, the UW card was around, and wow. Yeah. So,
what's your best for UW? Why you say that? Oh, I know what we got to talk about, bro. I know. Yeah. Now that you mentioned that, I know exactly what we got to talk about. This nigga, what the fuck is his name? Oh, Jerry's gonna call him in a little while. He said, "Well,
bet.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Summer Madness 6 is not sold out yet.
No.
Now, I'm lost at why that shit is not sold out yet. If you got Hollow and Tay-Rock, you got Calico and Briz, like, you got names on this motherfucking card. Why is it not sold out?
Wow.
This is real right here.
The problem is, right? It's like you brought out some heavy hitters. Like, if they can't do it, I don't know. Like, that's awkward to me. Like, if they can't get that type of like, I would expect it to already have been sold out. But maybe people are expecting to pay. Like, is there a pay-per-view situation going on, or is that going? Because I think I saw something like that on Twitter saying that maybe it might not be around or something like that. I don't know what the case might be, but if you can't, like, what does that say? I'm just trying to gauge if people are just staying home.
They're saying that pay-per-view is not going to be there, but they always do that. They don't never say nothing about, they're gonna announce that shit an hour before the event. Yo, guess we got pay-per-view. Like, they're trying to sell it out. See, what's the scary shit is the damn Lux and Arsenal battle. That's the scary shit. Niggas see how, like, it wasn't a lot of people there and shit, so I guess niggas are terrified that that's gonna happen to you irrelevant. I don't know.
Yo, that was abysmal. I mean, I think just as a collective between battle rap to have events back to back to back to back like that. Like I don't know who they think that we are as battle rap fans, but bruh, like we not about to. Like, you gonna pick one, I guess, right? Like, but I always thought the last event would probably suffer anyway because it's like you got so much fatigue, and then you buy the pay-per-view and shit like that, and obviously we won't know the pay-per-view numbers and things like that. But now that you got pay-per-view, and everybody thinks it's so easy because you live in the tri-state, bro, that's still a commute. I lived in the Bronx. You feel me? And those events in Brooklyn, those shit still take a lot out of you. Like, you know what I mean? So if you're the type of fan that's going to Summer Madness and you going to the PGs, like, you are a real fan. That shit actually does take shit out of you. So, I don't know, maybe the fact that the events are concentrated in the same kind of region, maybe that might factor into it too. But, you know, so, I don't know.
URL don't really be fucking, oh shit, hold on. I see a nigga I want to get on too. Damn, I forgot all about this nigga. Yo, 732-322. He a top there.
Yo, what's good, Rob?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Oh man, I'm hearing y'all talk about this Summer Madness not being sold out. What the fuck? That makes sense. Like,
actually, that reminds me. I'm literally about to. Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, this shit is bad. Like, if this just shows like, maybe the appeal ain't there like it once was for like the WrestleMania of battle rap not being sold out like by now.
I mean, you don't think pay-per-view has something to do with that, or the anticipation for pay-per-view? Like, what do you think about that angle?
I don't think. I feel like maybe the matchups, like let's say the main event matchup, is probably just not enough to some people. Like, I feel like a lot of people probably are not really looking forward to Hollow versus Tay Rock like we think they are. Because me personally, I'm looking forward to that. But I'm dead ass. Like, I feel like, here's the thing though, like, I think the appeal for like a Hollow battle is not as high as it once was in the past. I think that's what's going on now in battle rap. Like, for URL specifically, I'm not saying maybe KOTD, but like URL, I don't think that appeal for Hollow is there like it once was. And maybe it's due to the last few battles he's had, you know.
Why are you drawing that conclusion? You doing that based on views or the quality of his content, or you trying to say that you trying to make a statement about his demand from the people who are, you know what I mean, like advocates of the platform, like people who are really in the URL. So like, I feel like how are you getting to this conclusion?
I think it's the demand though, because I to be honest, like the last few Hollow battles, I mean, obviously I've been on KOTD with Pat Stay and Disaster now. I don't think he's been as impressive as he once was, and I feel like a lot of people more looking for, in my opinion, for URL specifically, are more so, if anything, if those who have booked their tickets, it's more so to see a Tay Rock than a Hollow in this day and age, which sounds crazy, but I think that's what's going on. Like, I don't think Hollow is that. I don't know. He doesn't have that Loaded Lux feel, that Murder Mook feel that he once did when he did Time in Jail, came out and had that Sue Surf battle, and everybody's anticipating the return of Hollow. It's not there anymore. It's not there.
Yeah, but hold up on the flip side. But what about when Lux battled Arsenal?
And then same thing. I don't think that's there either. Hear me out. Loaded Lux too. I feel he's lost that stardom that he once had. He's lost that, yo. Like he doesn't have that anymore.
To me, that's different though. That's a different thing though. I mean, not to cut anybody off. That's a different thing. That's because now we've seen Lux's style, and I think even the people who really enjoy what Lux is talking about, we've sort of gotten it. Like, this is a recurring theme with him. He hasn't really varied that much. The content is where it is, right? So the allure of it is kind of worn off. But whereas Hollow, like, I don't really get it. It's not like he hasn't been giving you good performances. Maybe just on URL, or he's not something to fight. Like, I don't get the lack of demand.
See, what you just said about Lux, exactly what you said about Lux is exactly how I feel about Hollow. I feel he hasn't done, like, I feel like his that it factor he had is there, but it's not at a high where it was like maybe 2-3 years ago. And maybe it's because we're starting to see more of him and it's not as impressive. Just like Lux. Like now Lux looks human compared to when he battled Calico. Each time he battled, it's like you see less. It's like it's less. He's more human now than ever before. And Hollow now he's lost that, and I feel like it's the same thing with Hollow. Hollow was not that guy that we once praised when he battled Big T and when he battled.
But look, here's my. I could understand if the event only had that one battle on there. So what are we talking about? Right. So we don't want to see Kyle and Bridge. We don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? That's not the only battle on there. T-Pop and Hitman, Holler, and K-Shine. You mean to tell me Hitman, Holler, and K-Shine, and then Tay-Rock and Hollow can't sell an event? That's a problem.
No, but here's my thing, though. Hitman and K-Shine, great battle for Summer Madness. But when you talk about the headline of Summer Madness, I don't think it's as appealing anymore as it once was. When we
stop it. Get the fuck out of here. You don't think, you don't think this is... Because I know everybody's probably going to kill me, but I feel like URL, you really can't... I can't see a card that they can put together that would be much better than this. Of the talent that they have that could give you a good draw. I agree. All of that. This is why this is important. Like, these are heavy hitters. So you saying that shit is not what it is right now. Like, I need to be clear.
I'm trying to tell you, as a whole, in battle rap, the appeal is not there like it once was, period. Why do you think we don't see a lot of celebrities coming out to these events like before? Like, think about 2012, you had Q-Tip, Busta, Biddy, like Lloyd Banks. All these people were coming out to these events. Nowadays, they don't come out to these events like they once did. And now you have a Summer Madness card like this, which I personally think, I love this card. I think this is one of the best cards they've had.
It's a great card.
But, it's a great card. But, the appeal is not there like it once was. That's why this shit is not sold out.
The appeal, the appeal to the casual fan, the appeal to the casual fan is not there, is what you're saying. Really, that's what you point.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like I love Diddy and Busta and them. I don't give a fuck if they show up to an event. Like I don't care.
I don't either. I don't either. But I'm comparing how the appeal was once for a Summer Madness, which is the WrestleMania battle rap, compared to now. Mm-hmm. That's why it's not sold out. Look at Summer Madness 3 even sold out, and that was because everybody's coming off the field from Summer Madness 2 that had the most appeal. So people actually sold out, but now as time is going on, even with a big card, a big name like this, like Hollow versus Tay-Rock, the appeal is not there like it once was in battle rap as a whole. That's the problem now. That's why we have a Loaded Lux versus Arsenal. There's only 20 people in the freaking venue. That's the problem. Loaded Lux should be, I don't care where he's at. That shit should be selling out. Same thing with Hollow versus Tay-Rock. I don't care if that was booked on KOTV. That shit should be like sold out indoors and outdoors. But that shit is not the same.
So what does it take to sell us Summer Madness? Because at the end of the day, it needs to be sold out. We got Hitman back. Niggas want to see Hitman from that long. He's battling K-Shine. There was drama behind this shit. I mean, what the fuck?
But listen. I get it. But look, you got Hitman now. Look at his back. Look, Hitman was complaining about that paid a certain amount of money to face Suge. When that battle finally happened, what happened? That was a disappointing battle overall. Then we started wondering why they Hitman.
But to be real with you though, bro, hold on, bro. Before you even go past that battle might have been better on URL though. The UW different, bro.
You're right. But guess what? It happened already. It was disappointing. And when you start seeing all this, it's a trickle-down effect when it comes to what Summer Madness now. Just because we got Hitman versus K-Shine, that doesn't mean it's appealing anymore because now we see a battle that we anticipated, Hitman versus Suge. No matter where it happened at, it didn't live up to the hype. So now that subconsciously what plays in a lot of people's minds now. They don't care as much for battles like they once did. Nobody has pushed the pen or pushed the envelope in battle rap like they used to. Now it's like,
wow.
Like it sounds good, but I'm just keeping it funky. Like
I thought I was shaded. Okay.
I'm just seeing it. I'm trying to look at it from all aspects, and I feel that's what's really going on. Because I mean, and it shows, man. Like if you can't get Summer Madness 6 with a card this crazy, which is probably the best card since maybe Summer Madness 2, and this shit can't even sell out, then that's saying a lot, B. Because you get a mixture of everything. You get a mixture of veterans. You get a mixture of like some of the new guys, all blended in one. Returns, and this shit still ain't sell out. Come on, B. Something they gotta give. If it ain't that, then what is it?
God damn, this might be the best Summer Madness since Summer Madness 2 when it's not. So this is crazy.
This shit, man, on paper, it's fucking retarded. Like, it's not even. Like, it's
and I agree.
Great card on paper.
I'm anticipating Calico versus Grizz the most outside of Hollow versus Lux. Hollow versus Tay-Rock. But it's like, even then, like, I can see now if this shit ain't selling out, I can see what it is, man. It's not even about who's on the card anymore. It could have been Lux versus Hollow or anything. It could have been Tay-Rock versus any. The matter of fact that battle rap, like, as far as there's not been a lot of moments within the last few years that's been like pushing the envelope with battle rap. The shit is kind of trickling down. It's watered down a little bit. That people don't really care too much, even though the matchups are great. It's like, you know, it's not the same. It's not the same feel.
Is that like what? Okay, so people usually get into that, and I always ask like, so what is it? Because I always get to the point where I'm like, it just kind of seems like the battle, it just doesn't matter. There's no consequences for like losing unless you like get your ass whooped. Like, I don't know. That maybe the battle doesn't matter as much, or I don't know. It's a lot of shit that goes on.
You know what, Tony, bro? I'm gonna go past that. You know what, Tony, bro? Maybe that's what actually started fucking up battle rap too. Once niggas seen that motherfucking, I can lose and still get booked again. Why even write my motherfucking heart out? You know what I'm saying? So now you got them niggas still getting booked. Then you got the niggas who going crazy and they still not getting on. So that probably, like, I think all that shit probably played a part.
I'm telling you, yo, when you think about 2012, the way that shit was going, you thought sky was the limit for anything in battle rap. When that Summer Madness 2 happened, that shit was supposed to go upward from there. It's been stagnant and going downward, and then going up a little, then going downward again. It's like we haven't topped Summer Madness 2, period. That feel. It's not been topped since. And it's not gonna be topped with Summer Madness with 6. It's not gonna be topped with this one. Nope. Something else gotta happen. This is not.
I mean, I need the battle to come out right, man. I'm sorry, I can't. Like, cause I mean, on the one hand, you could say that, you know what I mean. You could say that, well, you know, it's not sold out, so maybe it's not appealing to the casual fan. I don't know what else is going on in the city that weekend. You know, a lot of people got kids going back to school, that type of shit, right? It's September, like, what the fuck? So, yeah, so you could factor that in, but I mean, the card on paper, I think it has to deliver on a different level. Like, I think these battles have to be great. Like, you have to get 5-star matches out of, like, you got to get at least 2. You got to get at least 2 classics out of this one. That's the
problem. Like, and that's the problem, bro. Like, you got to think about how these last few years have been. Like,
yo, hold up. My man on Twitter says Summer Madness hasn't sold out. Hold on, T-Mac, you on? Yo. All right, T-Mac, you on? All right. Hey, yo, my man, TV the vocalist on Twitter. Summer Madness hasn't sold out due to the age demographic, and battle rap is younger. The new young fans don't respect the vets. How y'all feel about that? That's a very good point.
I don't think so. I don't think that's even. I don't think shit has to do with that, because you got a lot of young niggas now. The Briz Rothsteins, the Rum Nitties, JCs, they're all on this card. So that's no excuse. I just think, like, overall, it's just overall appeal. That's it. It's dumbed down a little bit now. Because look, the battles we've been anticipating for the last 2-3 years that did happen, a lot of them have been disappointing. They have not lived up to the hype. That's what's let's up battle rap low key.
Let's break down the amount of actual, like, solidified vets that your fans that are probably about 21, 22 years old probably wouldn't appreciate like that. Like, if we just run down the list of those, it's not even that crazy. Like, you got a lot of new guys on the card, I think, right? Like, you have enough of them at least. So if you've been into it over the last couple of years, they will be relatively new. So I'm not buying that. Like, maybe the Hollow Tay-Rock situation, maybe, but I don't even buy that. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I honestly think it's because, like, people when they go to these events, they want to see, like, the hardcore fans, they want to see just good battles all around. Like, they're not going to see, like, their favorite person, really. They're going to see just a good event all together. And, like, a lot of these events, they haven't been all the way through good. So niggas are tired of, like, a lot of niggas are probably tired of standing up for 12 hours plus watching, like, lackluster battles. Like, you could name a lot of cards that have happened in the last 3 years that have been lackluster and maybe had one great battle and the rest have been mediocre. Like the last Gnome, that shit was kind of it was kind of iffy. You know what I mean? You got a decent battle in the Briz and Ill Will. Then you got the main event, Rex and Kshot, which was bad. You know what I mean? Really, as far as it was supposed to be. So when people go, they're like, man, I'm tired of going to these events and seeing bad main events and bad battles. So you know what? I'm gonna wait, stay home, cop the pay-per-view, and if they don't have the pay-per-view, I'll wait till it come out on YouTube. That's what I think is going on right now. A lot of people just tired of that shit. Spending money too, like, come on, man, 200 plus.
I mean, the experience of being at the event and standing up for hours is fucking crazy. Like, I can't even reiterate that enough. Like, when I see people in line that come from all across the country just to be at the event, I'm like, wow. And then it's like stand up for however long. I mean, it's dope because you're in the building and stuff like that. You get to build with people, but that doesn't really, you know, I guess if you want to do the pay-per-view, then cool. You know what I'm saying? I can't really fault anybody for that. But T-Mac, I don't think it's been that bad, though. I don't think the battle quality is what's fucking battle wrap up. Like, I want to hear what y'all think about that, but I don't think it's battle quality. I think it's some other shit going on. Like, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't think battles suck, though. I don't think these battles are terrible. Maybe just because the pay-per-view's coming out and we're seeing them all quick and shit, we're not really cherishing them. And in this media age, everything gets shoved under the rug. So even if you have a great battle, people just kind of gloss over it. Like, they just don't talk about it. Oh, great performance. Like, it doesn't really get pushed like that. So I don't know. Like, that's my perception. I don't think it's battle quality that's fucking the game up, though.
I say it's battle quality because if you think about it, like, a lot of these battles have been hyped up to the max. Like, we've seen trailers and just the build-up has been so, and when the actual product comes out, it's just like, this is what I waited 3 months for? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, the Rum Nitty Tay-Rock, the back and forth on that was amazing. Like, the Gunline King versus the Gunball King, like, that shit ended up looking just regular. Like, that shit could have been on, like, a We Go Hard stage at best. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm being generous with that. You know what I mean? And then you got, like, the T-Rex and Kshot shit. Like, that shit was supposed to be the best. Something crazy. Like, you were supposed to see fucking the 4th of July fireworks coming out of that battle. Like, that shit was supposed to be crazy, and then look what happened. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy.
That's the problem. That's the problem. It's the big major ones that get promoted the most. That gets all the trailers and shit. So we all getting hyped up for the main event type battles, like a Tay-Rock versus Hollow. And when that shit don't live up to the hype, man, niggas is not gonna fall for the next one. When you hear Murder Group versus Surf, you're not gonna be as excited as you would have been if the last main event joint was fire. But when that main event is not fire and everything around that, nah, niggas is not looking forward to the next one. You would think they would. Nah, they're not anticipating it like they would before. And then when you see some of these battlers, when they battle in other leagues and they're just okay, and you're like, he could have done better than this. I've seen better Hollow.
So okay, all right. So let me ask you this then, bro. Do you think you're gonna get more than 1 or 2 classics on this card? Because I'm seeing, like, if we play in spades, I'm like, it should be like toward the possible, like, for real shit. Like, there's no reason why we shouldn't get.
Yo, bro,
you feel me? Like,
yo, bro.
Yeah.
I always thought every card that's been announced from URL from 2011 has always been like 2 or 3 battles. I always be like, yo, this shit gonna be a classic. And then it's probably not even one that'll be a classic on that card. And then that's how it's been for the last few years now. So even battles that, you know, I'm looking at Briz and Calico, I'm thinking that shit's gonna be a classic. Even JC versus Rum, but it might be disappointing. One out of 2, or it might just be It might not be a battle that goes back and forth. Somebody might choke. Something's gonna be disappointing. Somebody's gonna be like, damn.
JC versus Rum has to be fire. It has to be fire for the pin niggas. Like, for the pin guys, that y'all have to. Right. But I don't think it's not going to be good, though. If I had to pick one,
hey, yo, hold on. Hey, yo, let me go left real quick. Hold up. All right, now, Tony, bro, you said for the pin guys, JC versus Rum Nitty should be a classic. Is Rum Nitty a pin guy?
Has to deliver.
But is Rum Nitty a pin type battler? I don't. You know what? I see why you. I think so, and I think not. Yo, I really think Rum Nitty has it all the way around. He a pen nigga, but that nigga like the way he deliver his shit be on point and all that.
You think Nitty's okay? So you think that Nitty is well rounded based on what the conviction, the believability factor that he got going on? Like he's talking that shit and he can rhyme. But I don't think he's versatile enough. Like he's not.
I don't think he's versatile.
Does he strike you as versatile?
What you mean with the right angles and shit like that?
Like he doesn't. He follows the same form. It's the same formula for Nitty. He's fire.
I know everybody wants to kill him for the third round against Tay-Rock. It didn't hit the way it was supposed to hit. But I don't think that means he's not versatile.
I think he's dope at one thing. He's real dope at one. He's real nice. He's like, if you have a stat overall, he's probably like 99 at punching and shit like that. But when you talk about overall, like, I feel like even JC's more versatile than Rum. When it comes to just JC just does a little bit more of a little bit more of other things than Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty's real nice at like maybe one or two things, and that's it. And he's
real nice. Like I can already hear the keyboards going, bro. They about to kill you. They are about to kill you. Like Rum Nitty's doing this shit.
Yeah, I can't agree with that because Rum Nitty's performance is way better than JC's. Rum Nitty performs the shit out of those balls.
So that's what I'm saying. He has one or two things that he's really good at. That punching, that performance. When he can execute that, that's it. He's looking like a star. But if he falls off on one of those and tries some other shit like an angle, like what he did with Tay-Rock, then he looks kind of crazy. And then JC,
but you only did it one time. How you gonna? But you only did it one time. How can you say that?
No, I'm not.
He left it alone, really.
Observe. I'm saying, well, we observed the performance and punching.
Yeah, but that's one out of like 19 battles, really. You know what I mean? So you can't really rely on that and say he's gonna mess up on that. Yeah.
But T-Mac, let me ask you this. Don't you think this battle's kind of safe though for both of them? Because they really don't have to step outside of what they normally do for this to be a fire battle. Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think if they both stick to their normal activities on this shit, and then they really go for the kill on that lane and that pen wise type of shit, this is like something that we need right now. Yeah, like to show 10 niggas on the main stage and really produce like a great battle out of that. Yeah, because like 10 niggas on the main stage really doesn't go together. You know what I mean? When you hear 10 niggas, you think of a boring like poem type of nigga and shit, like a Danger Zone type of dude. But yeah. I mean, when you see when you see this battle happen, I think it's gonna be a classic. I mean, this card itself has everything niggas want. You want to go to the Calico and Bridge. You got the street talk versus that gangster type of shit. You got the pen shit with JC and Rum. You got the Hollow and Tay-Rock, the straight gunballs versus the rebuttals and freestyles.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the legends versus it's just so much. And the performance niggas with the Hitman and Kshot. You got a little bit of everything on this card. The puncher versus the angle dude on Av and T-Top. Everything is on the card. It's a little bit of everything.
That's why this card has to win. That's exactly why this card has to win. I think this is a good showcase of what battle rap can do in terms of how great these battlers are and shit. And not for nothing, Rum and JC have been working their way up to this point to where they probably made it acceptable to be a bar heavy dude up there. You know what I mean? As long as you delivering that shit the right way, you can get over with the crowd with that. You know what I'm saying? Like they proven that and they've worked up to this point. Them being on Summer Madness, I think, is a big fucking deal. Going against each other, like I think that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So.
I even against someone else. Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of that, where hold on. Where's ARP card at? Since we talking about pen niggas and shit.
Oh, I'm gonna get to it. I got it up.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. We gotta. I don't know, man. We gotta see what's going on with this shit. But I want to talk about ARP card real quick though. Let me see the matches again and shit.
All right. Hold up. Yeah, man. Nah, this shit. I mean, I'm glad he's doing this.
I will say this, man. Pen niggas fucking they better show up. We been making a big deal about these niggas. They better show the fuck up. If they go up there,
Hey, yo, Cap, you petty. Cap.
What?
You a petty nigga, yo.
Nah, fuck that. These niggas better show up. We've been riding for these niggas wild long, and That dude
Yeah, nigga.
Cortez
That's the
turned
big
down
stage.
Super Madness. I don't know what's going on no more, bro.
Yeah, that was a bad move, Taz. Fuck with you, boy. But he could have got up there. Like, obviously, you don't want to battle certain people or whatever. He was like entitled to certain matches. Cool. But, like, literally, you already in the run. Like, people already like, yo, Taz is one of them dudes. You could have came up there, had another smoke session like you did against Prez, and you'd have been the man.
What?
Like,
Wait. Hold on. I got to stop you right there, my brother. Wait, Tony. Wait, you said he was going to have a smoke session against T-Top, right?
No. I'm saying he could have went in there and gave us a great performance. Another great one. Like, I'm not saying he would have bodied T-Top, but I'm just saying if he would have came in there with some shit to where it's like, this is another good performance from him. I don't see why you turning that down. I mean, whatever.
All right, not an easy battle,
but that's not easy for Top either, man. I don't know. I'm starting to kind of be worried about T-Top in this Av battle. I'm gonna keep it real. I know I will kill me. No Av whatever, quote unquote. But bro, like, I don't know, man. T-Top, man. That shit gonna be close. It's gonna be close. All Avs battles are close. Keep it real. Like, he doesn't be getting washed out here. Like, so.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that's the least.
Niggas just turn their backs on T-Top. All right.
That's probably the least anticipated battle right now, man. On that card.
Talking to you. I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? Are you talking to you? You ready? Talking to you.